Hi, this lecture is only about functions. So let's work it through. And so the first argument is pause only argument r comma slash. And let's see what happens when we run this command. So it prints 30 as we see it here. But when we run with pause only argument is equal to 30, then what happens is that it gets an error because we have supplied the argument is equal to 30, but it's only a pause only argument because it has that r comma slash. Now we have another function which is keyword only argument. If we have a keyword only argument and it has got star comma arg, then if we run this function keyword only arg 30, then it gives an error because it takes 0 positional arguments but 1 was given. But if we run with kw only arg equal to 30, then we get the print as 30. Now there is another function which is all arg star arg, in which we can pass arguments and we can get the arguments, we can get the first argument, we can get the argument length. If we get len arg greater than 1, we get the first and the second argument as arg0 and arg1. So if we do this, then we get the first all arguments are 1, 90, 17. The first argument is 1, the argument length is 3, the first and second argument is 1 and 90. Next is the all k arg, star arg and star star arg. Now what will happen is that there is all arguments as arg. The first argument is arg0 and the argument length is len arg. So here what we'll do here is this. So the arguments are 1, 2 and 99. The first argument is 1. The argument length is 3. The all keyword arguments are name Ambarish, surname Ganguly. The keyword argument is a dictionary of items, which is name as Ambarish, surname as Ganguly, and the argument length is 2. So this completes our session on functions. No, we will also see the function as an object. So here we have defined one function which is add xy equal to 10, and we can see of how the function is an object, and we can see that these are the methods of this object: the class, qualified name, default, size of an r. So we can run this and see of what it wants. We'll exit this program. And if we run this, we see that the function is of class function, the qualified name is add, the name is add, the defaults are 10, and you see the methods which are there like size of and repar. Hope you liked the session on functions. Thank you. Hi, this is Ambarish here. We would be discussing classes. Here we have a class called adder, in which the first is init, which is the initialization, and here we are initializing the variable x to 9. There is a method of add in which we are adding the x and the y, and the double uh, dash repar double dash, which is known as dunder repar. It is the object representation in string format. We are returning this, and when we do a print of the adder class, the base, the qualified name and the size of, we can see the various things. Let's see what happens. So it is of the class type, it is the base object of the class is the object, the qualified name is adder, and the name is adder, and the wrapper, this is an adder class, and a dot add is 19, because as you can see that 9 is initialized and then it is added, so that is how it is 19. So we'll show another representation of this, of a class. Here we have a class called dog, and the kind is canine, where the class variable is shared by all instances. And then we have an initializer, and which is a self dot name is equal to name. That is the instance variable which is unique to each instance. So if we do two instances, Fido and body, then if we print the kind, then what we'll see here is this. So both are canine because the class variable is shared by all instances. The another one, it's the same thing here. It is of the kind is in the, it is a instance variable which is unique to each instance. Therefore, if we do a Fido big canine and body canine, and if we do that, then we can see the difference out here. And then if we do this, you can see that it is different for these two classes because it is in the instance. We'll show another example of an iterator. Here what we have done is that we have initialized a class with self.data, and self.index is the length of the data. The iterator is returning a self, and then there is a next. If it is a self.index is 0, we are stopping the iteration, and then what we are doing is that we are decrementing the self.index. So when we do a reverse of this, what we will see is that we will print the characters of it, and let's see of how it runs here. So here what we have done is that we have given spam and it is coming as maps because it is iterating in the reverse direction. So this is how we are implementing iterator and next in the class. We will also show inheritance. Here we have a base class which has a method foo, and we have a derived class where we are defining a class called myfoo, and then we can reference the class, the base class method self.foo, and we can return it. So we are making a derived class. We are printing d.myfoo, and we are also printing d.foo. So let's see what happens here. So what is happening is that it is doing I am in foo plus I am also in my foo when it is coming, when we are printing the d dot my foo. But when I am just printing the d dot foo, it is referring to the base class. So another example of the base class and the derived classes, here we are seeing multiple inheritance, and here we are not only inheriting from one base class, we are inheriting from two base classes, and here we are referring to those two classes, and we are printing. So if we do this, we'll see that it is referring to the base class 1 foo method, and it is also referring to the other base class foo2 method. So if we do this, and we can see that it is referring to two base classes here. This is an example of multiple inheritance. Hope you liked this session on classes. Thank you.